Hey everyone, my name is Mike Vaughn. I'm a writer for Geek Vibes Nation. I'm also the author of The Ultimate Guide to Strange Cinema.
And I'm Dillon Gonzalez. I'm the editorial director for geekvibesnation.com and also a co-host of the Home Dance Film Festival podcast.
And welcome to not a new release roundup. It is actually a special holiday gift guide episode. We did this last year and we had a blast. So we're going to do this again. We're going to be very rapid fire. We're going to show y'all some of our favorite releases. Some of them might just be like movies that we really love that got re-released. Sometimes it's a box set, a little bit of everything in between. But I'm going to let you start this party off.
Yes, my first title, I was super thrilled about this one. This is from Shout Factory. This is Shaun the Sheep, the complete series. This includes all the like 6 or so seasons of it. There's like over 100 episodes, but they're like 7 minutes each, so it's not as much as it sounds, but it's still every episode of Shaun the Sheep. I love Aardman Animation. There's a new Chicken Run movie coming out, so perfect timing. Great release from Shout Factory. Nice box set, multi-disc, some good special features. It has The Flight Before Christmas as well, so you can also get a holiday special in there as well. So Shaun the Sheep, it's a really good one.
Nice. So I also am going to start with a box set. This is the 4K Superman collection. Really great. I have to say, just having everything here as far as like the, Reeves Superman, the good, the bad, the really bad, the Quest for Peace. I mean, even the really bad movies are still a lot of fun. And you do get the dedicated disc for the Donner cut in 4K. That's really great. That's probably like the star of the disc. It could have been packed with more features, but this is a really beautiful box set. And yeah, it's if you're a Superman fan, it's a
Absolutely. I'm going to also do a multi-film box set. This is an anime box set that is about to be released, but just in time for Christmas. I am going to be bold and try to pronounce this. This is the Masaki Yusa 5-film collection from G Kids. I'm not going to do like a full unboxing, but I do just want to show off this packaging real quick, just so you can kind of see the configuration. There are 5 film disc and then a bonus feature disc. So it has the 5 films, including Mind Game, The Night is Long, The Night is Long and the Walk is Short, Lulu Over the Wall, Ride My Wave, NUO, and then the special features disc. So this is a nice special features stacked release from G Kids and from one of the most interesting anime filmmakers out today. So highly recommend that for anyone who's going to just like an essential box set for anime fans. This one is really cool.
Nice. So I'm sticking with Warner Brothers and Superman, the complete animated series from 41 to 43 is really essential. I love it. I love the restoration. I love the featurettes that are included in this. Really nice. Some of the shorts are a little of its time, and I know I talked about that in my more in-depth review, but yeah, for Superman fans, yeah, that's a must-have.
Awesome. Yeah, and I agree. I really like that set. I want to have like a 5-second addendum to my last item. This is just another quick thing from G Kids. This is Spirit Away live on stage, mostly because there's a pull quote from Geek Vibes Nation's Cody Allen, our own Cody Allen. So I just wanted to shout that out. But my official pick is the Columbo collection from Kino Lorber from the 70s, like the all 7 seasons on 5 disc of good old Peter Falk solving mysteries, and these are such fun like investigations, mysteries, episodes, all that. So good work from Kino. They really provided a nice release for this one, and these have been restored, and they look very nice.
Nice. I'm also sticking with Kino, and yeah, I'm so happy that this came out and looking really nice. The Dark Power has some nice special features, and it's one of the first 3 titles from Kino's new subdivision, Kino Cult, which is amazing. This is such a fun movie. It's so weird. It's such a good time. If you haven't seen it, treat yourself, watch it. Like just bathe in the ridiculousness of it. You'll have a good time.
Yeah, and that one's worth looking for your full review on one of our main episodes from a few weeks ago. The Shout Factory release of the Jackie Chan collection, Volume 2. I've talked about Volume 1 on this in depth, so I wanted to show off the second volume, which once again brings this time from 1983 to 1993. You get a selection of like 7 films here, 8 films actually, from Jackie Chan. So he did more way before Rush Hour. There's tons of stuff that he did, and these are some hard-hitting films that you will not want to miss. Some great special features, including an 85-minute documentary, vintage interviews, audio commentaries, stacked set from Shout Factory. So Jackie Chan has been well represented on physical media this year, and I'm here for it all.
That's awesome. I'm still sticking with Kino for now, and that is Rawhead Rex on 4K. This is such a comfort. Like I was thinking about how I wanted to put this, and like both of these movies are such comfort watches for me. They're like so absurd and ridiculous. They're the kind of perfect movie to just watch, turn your brain off, have a fun time. The restoration on this is really great, and just the fact that like we get this in a beautiful looking print is amazing. So
absolutely. My next title is not that far off from my next title, but it's or from my last title, but it is different. So this is also from Shout, because I have to commend them. They did a monumental thing of like going through the Shaw Brothers movies this year. So I'm doing the Shaw Brothers Classics collections, which I'll just show off. Here's the first collection, second collection.
nice.
And I have the third collection, and then the fourth collection is out in like a week or so. So that's like 40 something movies that were released this year from Shout, which is insane. But each set is just packed with special features and really good presentations for all these like great martial arts classics. If you are a Shaw Brothers fan, they've really been pumping them out and keeping up a good quality, which is most important. So just I have to shout them out because it's just insane what they've done this year.
Nice. I'm taking a break from Kino, but they're gonna show up, of course, again later. Yellow Jacket season 2. Even though I don't think it was as good as season 1, I still am such a huge fan. I still had a really great time. It definitely adds a lot of really interesting stuff to the lore. It answered a few questions, but then it gave us a bunch of new questions. But it's still a satisfying enough watch where I'm hooked, and I like how this has some nice featurettes, including the Alanis Morissette cover of the theme song, No Return. So really great, and I love this show.
Yeah, and you had a chance to talk to one of the actors recently, right, on the
Yep.
channel?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Played
So
Laura
seek
Lee.
that out. Yes. My next title is one of my absolute favorites of the year. This is a new release from Lionsgate. That's Are You There, God? It's Me, Margaret. This is just so soul enriching for me. This is based on the Judy Blume source material, but it is brought together so well. Kathy Bates, Rachel McAdams, Benny Safdie, and then the young lady tying it all together, playing Margaret. It's just it might be my favorite movie. I've seen a lot of movies this year, but this is just such a fantastic movie for just anyone that loves coming of age films. This is an instant classic in my opinion, so I love it so much.
Nice. So I don't have anything that bright and bubbly to follow that, but The Last of Us is, oh my gosh, so good. This is such an amazing show, and I love that we got a really nice 4K. And it does have some nice featurettes, and I appreciate that. Anytime we can get some like really good bonus material from like studios. Yeah, just everything about this show is amazing. If you haven't seen it, I don't know what you're doing with your life, but you need to check it out. But yeah, love that they put this out and in 4K.
Absolutely. That's a great release. One of my favorite discoveries of this year was Fun City Edition's TR Baskin.
Mm.
This was not on my radar at all whenever it was released, but this is a great Candice Bergen vehicle where she is a young lady who is like from like a rural town that's moved to Chicago, kind of a fish out of water tale. She has like super deadpan humor that a lot of people don't know how to respond to around her. It's really great. It's a fantastic, complex character from the 70s. Really great work, really great discovery that I really love. So I wanted to shout out TR Baskin.
Nice. So I'm sticking with Warner Brothers and TV, and The Sandman was another 4K release that I just feel like I had to include in this. We do have some featurettes, maybe not as much as Last of Us, but yeah, this is such an amazing show. Again, it's one of those shows where, just like The Last of Us, the adaptation is just so spot on, and any kind of changes feels like it only kind of adds to the overall like show and the lore. So yeah,
Mhm.
another really stellar show from Warner Brothers.
Yeah, we've been getting a lot of great television show releases this year. But this is a 4K release, not television. This is from Sony, who's been doing a lot of great 4K releases this year. This is their new Steelbook release of Stand By Me, the classic coming of age tale. This is one of their releases where this was released a few years back, I think in 2019 on 4K. But this new re-release has newly implemented Dolby Vision for to get the most richness out of the picture and everything, and plus this nice steelbook packaging. So, if you're a fan of this Stephen King adaptation directed by Rob Reiner with a really talented young cast, this is speaking of coming age films that I talked about earlier. This is a great coming of age film. Stand by Me. Highly recommend this new 4K release.
Nice. I I'm still sticking with 4K, and I wanted to highlight Warner Brothers really doing some really awesome 4K of their like classic vaulted films, and that is Rebel Without a Cause, the Nicholas Ray classic with James Dean, and it. I don't know if I don't think there's anything super new, but like in the past, the releases have had a lot of featurettes and special features, so that's all ported over. So yeah, overall, just stunning. Looks great. Is a classic movie. If you're a classic movie fan, you should own this for sure.
Oh, I completely agree with you. This next set, this is another Sony 4K re-release in steelbook form, and this is an epic one. This is actually one we gave away, but I wanted to show it off, and I won't do a full unboxing because it'd be way too much. This is the Resident Evil 4K steelbook. Even like the exterior is a steelbook, so you get all of these like 6 films in their own steelbook, and you got a digital copy with it, newly with Dolby Vision. This was like released previously on a 4K set, but these have Dolby Vision and new special features as well that weren't on the previous release. So that's another incentive, not just the Dolby Vision and the packaging, which the packaging is super nice. So highly recommend that. And it'll be a very substantial gift under the tree.
Nice. So sticking with Warner Brothers, I wanted to contrast my last title with something newer that they put out, which was one of my favorite movies from this year, and that is Evil Dead Rise. I was very skeptical of like a new Evil Dead movie, but I love how it pays tribute to the Evil Dead franchise without feeling burdened by it or feeling like chained down by making it like a soft reboot. It's definitely its own thing. I love it. It's such a great movie. They also sent me the vinyl for the soundtrack, which is amazing. I can link that in the description as well. But yeah, Evil Dead Rise looks great, is a really nice overall package, and the movie is so fun.
Oh, absolutely. That was I rewatched that one for Halloween and it's so good. My next title is another kind of under the radar gem that I discovered. This was actually just recently released. This is The Ballad of Little Joe from Kino
Mm,
Classics. This stars Susie Amos, who's having a good fourth quarter of the year because we had Two Small Bodies and her
mhm.
role in Titanic, which got a 4K release. But I'm focusing on The Ballad of Little Joe, where it's a Western tale where she has to kind of pretend to be a man and like make herself up to be a man to survive some of the Old West dangers, but then there's also how that kind of impacts her and like how like her romance that develops and all kinds of like interest. And what really I like about this is it's directed by a woman, so it kind of doesn't fall into a lot of the tropes that maybe otherwise would have been maybe mishandled. I think there's a lot of great nuance within this, and it has a great cast, including like Ian McKellen and Heather Graham, Melissa Leo, so many great people. And this just seems to be going under the radar, so I wanted to highlight The Ballad of Little Joe.
Nice. And as a tease, I am going to be reviewing that coming very soon. So we're I'm getting into Severin now, with the Wings of Disaster, the Birdemic trilogy, maybe one of the most
Mm,
important film trilogies of all time.
mhm.
As you can see, really fun cover. I'm not going to really do an unboxing either, but you have three titles, and some really nice features that go along with this. Very hit or miss, but it's very fun, and I love that again. Really nice box set from Severin.
Absolutely. This next title, it's been super highly requested by film fans for years. For a proper release, at least. This is from Arrow Video. This is a 4K Ultra HD release of Warriors Come Out and Play. I'm not going to do a full unboxing, like I said, but I just wanted to show off like you do have the 4K disc here and a nice a booklet and a poster and all that good stuff. This does include both the 2005 remixed cut of the movie and the theatrical cut, both in 4K, separate discs. So each are like, I know everyone's wanted the theatrical cut like in a proper restoration for a while. You get both of these in 4K with Dolby Vision. Looks fantastic. Tons of special features. Arrow did not skimp on this. So this is one of Walter Hill's best movies. And this is finally getting the release. I mean, this is going to look so good on your shelf Christmas morning. So highly recommend The Warriors. I think this finally got the release it deserves.
That's awesome. So my next title is another Severin box set, and this is much newer. Like this comes out, I think next week. This is the Cushing Curiosities set with some really nice titles, some really rare stuff. I won't do a full unboxing, but just to show you how the discs are housed, and get this massive booklet. Look at this
Yeah.
thing. I mean, beautiful. I mean, talk about something like you were saying, like fans would just eat up. Like this is another set that is really stunning. It's been really fun going through these, and I mean, just look how beautiful that set is. So yeah,
Absolutely.
another must own, I think.
For sure. My next title, I'm really excited to talk about this because it is one of the like biggest leaps from Blu-ray to 4K that I've experienced this year. That is Scream Factory's Silver Bullet, the
Mm.
Stephen King adaptation. Because the old Blu-ray looked horrendous, and this new 4K restoration looks splendid. This is in Dolby Vision, nice deep black levels. Classic werewolf tale, an unhinged Gary Busey, as Gary Busey tends to do. But this has some great special features, and even in contrast to the last Scream Factory release from 2019, this has an additional new commentary. So there's even some new
Mm.
features for those who have the old Blu-ray. So Silver Bullet, it's finally been treated well audiovisual wise, and I think fans will really like this one.
Nice. So yeah, another 4K release that I think is really stellar is Kino Studio Classics Night of the Hunter. Such a
Nice.
such a classic film. Love it. I feel like if you're a film buff and you haven't seen this, I mean, make this a top priority. It's amazing. Some really great features. Um, Looks fantastic. I think I had the Criterion um like DVD, so this of course is a huge step up. And yeah, it's definitely, I was thinking of like, out of all the stellar 4Ks that they've put out, Kino Studio Classics, like this one is definitely like the top tier.
Absolutely. Great choice. My next title is another kind of more under the radar Kino title that you, once again, might be talking about soon. This is the Questar Tapes,
Mhm.
which is a Gene Roddenberry tale who created Star Trek. This is a tale about an android and kind of his search for his creator. And what I really appreciate about this one is it's like the kind of buddy dynamic between the two, like the android and the human characters. And just like it really kind of touches on that humanity that Roddenberry is known for in his sci fi tales. And I really just wanted to shine a spotlight on that for sci fi fans who maybe there's Trek fans and they're maybe not aware that Roddenberry has another Blu ray release out. But I think it's definitely worth checking out if you're a Roddenberry fan.
Nice. So I didn't formally review this this year, but I want to talk about it anyways because it's awesome and I think y'all need to be watching it. So that is Private Parts. This is a sleazy, campy bit of fun from um, Paul Bartel, who was a openly queer filmmaker, and you've probably seen his cameos in like a ton of movies, particularly from like Joe Dante. This movie is so weird and borderline upsetting, and I love it. And so I switched it out because this is I think this is the thing that it comes with, but like
Mhm.
I like this one better. And
Mhm.
yeah, it's great. And I know it's hard to talk about because there's the Howard Stern movie of the same name, but
Mhm.
you should be watching this because it's amazing.
Absolutely. I love pitching upsetting titles to maybe someone for to receive Christmas morning. um, my penultimate title. This is one of my favorite labels is the Criterion Collection, so I had to give them a shout out in some way. And one of the most impressive sets that I reviewed this year was the Renowned
Mm.
Western set with Randolph Scott and Bud Bedecker. This has a collection of 5 films, classic westerns that are some of the best in the genre. Just so great in 4K in Dolby Vision. They look fantastic. You might have the old Mill Creek like 12 film release, demolishes them,
Throw
puts
it away.
them in the trash. Yeah. Tons of great special features as well. If you're in any way interested in classic westerns, this is an essential set from Criterion Collection. It's so good.
Nice. So I have to say that like there wasn't any like really amazing Warner Archive titles as far as horror goes, but
Mhm.
the one that I do want to highlight is the Devil Doll, which I talked about not too long ago. And this has a brand new commentary track from Steve Haberman, who I've had the pleasure of talking to before. He's amazing. He's really on point with his like just wealth of knowledge on horror. So
Mhm.
yeah, this looks amazing. It again is such a step up from the DVD, and like holy crap, it is such a weird fun movie, and not weird upsetting like my last title, but like fun weird. So
Yeah, absolutely. My final title, yes, we have reached the end of my list. This is one especially that'll probably hit home for us, especially you reviewed this for the site. This is You Hurt My Feelings
mhm.
from Lionsgate, because this is about a writer who overhears what her husband really thinks of her work, which is probably the most terrifying thing that we can think of. But it is a gem of a movie from Nicole Holofcener and has Julia Louis Dreyfus and Tobias Menzies, who are pitch perfect. It's not mean spirited at all. It's just very honest. It's just a nice, warm film. It's just filled with humanity. It's just so great and nuanced, and it's so lovely. I just wanted to end on a nice note that you hurt my feelings. It's one of the hidden gems of the year. If you haven't watched it, definitely fix that because it's so great.
Yeah, absolutely. Again, I think it comes to we both see so many movies, and I was like, oh yeah, I did review that. I did really like it.
Yeah.
But my final title, and I'm also ending on a really positive note, was The Terror with Little Shop of Horrors. I think The Terror is pretty solid, but it's really so exciting to have Little Shop of Horrors in this beautiful HD print with like a commentary track and some like featurettes, and you do get this nice booklet and dedicated disc for both titles. So that's awesome. Film Masters. We've talked about their titles in the past. Really great stuff. And
Mhm.
if you've only ever seen the newer Little Shop of Horrors, like just check this release out. It's a lot of fun.
Awesome.
Yeah, and that is all of our titles. That is quite a lot to get you started on like what y'all might want to pick up for loved ones. What you maybe, hey, maybe you're doing a little post Christmas shopping and you have those gift cards burning a hole in your pocket. There you go.
Mhm.
And yeah, so um as always, we really appreciate any likes, comments. Please subscribe to this channel because we do really amazing videos like pretty much daily. So and also, of course, you're probably watching this along with our video addicts, but if you're not, we do that show weekly as well. So you want to check
Mhm.
those out. And as always, thank you for hanging out with us.